Every year, in the second Sunday in Lent, we read the pericope of the Transfiguration according to each of the synoptics. This year, cycle C, we read St. Luke's version. The connection of this episode to the Old Testament is quite evident when we see Moses and Elijah present. But paying close attention to the words God tells the apostles present at the scene, the connection to the Old Testament becomes stronger, meaningful, and powerful. How is this? And why precisely Moses and Elijah were present during the Transfiguration? Stay with me, and you will know. The Transfiguration took place at the top of a mountain. None of the evangelists tells us which mountain was that. Some traditions want it to be Mount Tabor, while some others Mount Carmel. But from the Gospels, we cannot know for sure. What matters is that this magnificent event happens right at the top of a mountain. That is, as close as possible to heaven, where God dwells. Jesus brings along three of his disciples, Peter, John, and James, the same three he will take apart with him later in the Gospel when he prays at the Garden of the Olives. These are the closest to him, and he will share in a way with them his biggest secret so far. Before their very eyes, he will show his divine nature. During the Transfiguration of Jesus, Moses and Elijah appear. Why these two? Moses represents the Torah, that is, the law God gave to the people of Israel. As a matter of fact, the use used to refer to the Torah simply as Moses, just the way we say, in Luke we read such and such, referring to the Gospel according to Luke. Elijah represents the prophets. The prophetic books are called the Nevi'im in Hebrew, so both the Torah and the Nevi'im are present during the Transfiguration, meaning that the whole scripture revealed by God is being fulfilled in Jesus. It is interesting to pay attention to the commandment God gives these three apostles through the voice they hear coming from the cloud that covers them. This is my son, listen to him. Jesus is the Son of God, a guiding thread that connects this second Sunday of Lent with the first, when we saw Satan tempting Jesus once and again, challenging him, if you are the Son of God, and Jesus showing he is indeed the Son of God, by not falling into his temptations. This is also connected to the baptism of Jesus at the Jordan River. In Matthew and Mark, when John the Baptist baptizes Jesus, a voice from above tells the people present, this is my beloved Son. In Luke's account instead, after Jesus is baptized, God talks to him directly and tells him, you are my chosen Son. This theophany that happened at the baptism repeats itself at the top of this mountain during the Transfiguration, only that this time, those present are able to witness the divinity of Jesus. But let's get back to God's commandment, given to them right at the top of the mountain and in the presence of Moses himself. This is my chosen Son, listen to him. Listen to him. Listen. Thousands of years before, at the top of a mountain, God dictated his commandments for the people of Israel to Moses, saying, Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Listen, Israel, one is your God, one is the Lord. Shema, listen, one is your God. And now, at the top of this mountain, and before Moses himself, God tells these apostles, this is the chosen Son of God, Shema. It is impossible not to think these three apostles made an instant connection between these two events, and by hearing the Shema from the voice of God, they can be sure Jesus is indeed the chosen Son of God. Shema Israel. Shema Peter, John, and James. One is your God, and this is the chosen Son of God. The canonical reading of Scripture consists on reading each of its passages within the context of the whole Scripture. As you may see, Reading a text in this way helps us to connect the history of salvation among itself. Go to Mass, listen to the homily of your priest now, so you can know how to apply this text of the Gospel into your life. And remember to listen to Jesus, because he is indeed the chosen Son of God. Until next time, be passionate about our faith.